she's gonna head back over to the store and walk up to Wimbledon. I take out the chest because I showed Wimbledon. Do you recognize this chest?
No. What?
This apparently belongs to Archmages or something like that. I don't know.
It belongs to an Archmage. Who told you that?
Artificer.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I trust his word on that.
I want to open it then. It might have a key.
I get the feeling it might belong to the Baron, but I can't say for sure.
I highly doubt trying to lockpick it would be good. It's probably trapped. I think. Probably.
Some kind of magic lock on it.
Spins over. You could just do what my old buddy, the suplex wizard, did and punch it really hard.
Yes, hang on. Tedward grabs his wrist and just like takes a deep breath. I cast fist.
I step away.
Actually, I wonder if that would work. Hang on. Seldon, put that down for a second.
Okay.
Please don't do this inside.
Yeah, please, not on my disco floor. If you're gonna cast magic, go out.
Tedward, take this over yourself, please.
Fine. So go out to where the garbage and stuff is.
Wallace opens up the door and points you into the garbage disposals.
I set it down and I run for cover.
Alright, let's see if this works or if this is a horrible, horrible thing again. He looks at his hand and tries to cast that thing at it.
As you're doing this, you notice the postman round the corner and put a letter into the mailbox of Ballast's place. He sees you in the garbage and is like, wait, hold on. Weren't you... And he points to Soldier, weren't you at the place, at the thing? What are you doing there? As Tenrir unloads like a fucking dark blast at the chest.
Experimentation.
The man whirls on his heels like, alright, cool, yep, great. Maybe I should just never talk to the people.
But as the whatever, if there's any dust or whatever clears, I want to cast Minor Illusion to make it look like the thing is opened.
Yeah, sure. Both of you fail it. Hold on. Let me make a check for Wallace real quick. See if he actually saw it.
I'm not being subtle.
He knows. He knows.
He knows. I look at him and he knows.
Wallace looks back at you completely emotionless, but you can tell that his lip slightly curled up. He
And
nods.
just walks over and pokes at it.
That immediately breaks the illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back into the room snickering.
I did. Is it still locked, or does it look like it had any impact from the blast?
There's definitely a lot of marring and damage on it, like dust coating it, but the chest itself seems immaculately preserved.
It was worth a shot.
He puts his hand on it, and he tries what he did with the other thing.
To destroy it?
No, this is probably a bad idea.
Okay, you hear a voice in your mind.
Are we going to seriously do this?
Yeah, it was a bad idea, I know. But
Don't waste my power on something so insignificant.
I thought it might have something we need in it. Sorry.
I kind of look out the door and I'm like, hey guys, don't we have a thing to do?
You guys totally start on that. He's already in the middle I don't want to pick it.
I walk over and I'm like, okay, so something about lobsters?
Yes. So, we should go deal with them, and then I can get my key back. It'll be lovely.
Let's.
Well, lead us to the lobster, I suppose.
Radio.
Still really weird that a powerful Mage here, whatever you are. I don't understand. Why do you need our help?
See, okay. Well, this is a little embarrassing. I'm not, okay, all the other mages pretty much are combat wizards. I'm not a combat wizard. I'm a tailor, and he, flourishes his clothes. My magic is all based on illusions. I do not have any power.
You're the Archmage of Apparel.
It's
pretty much.
Illusions, you say?
Well, yes. The clothes are a very well woven illusion spell. Essentially, what you're wearing is just a standard shirt. However, it looks fantastic from the outside. That spell won't break.
Okay. Well, the reason that I bring that up is we have an illusion spell friend that you should probably meet.
I'm sorry, you have a friend with illusion spells? What do you mean by that?
We have a friend that
He
is an illusion spell.
So, wait, what? Is he actually your friend? Are you sure? If he's an
Yes.
illusion spell, he could be completely false.
We're pretty sure?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I'll help you out once you take care of this little distraction, as it were.
Yeah.
And then we get to play a game.
Any,
And that, yeah, and then a
Of
game.
course.
anything to expect from this?
High velocity projectiles. That's pretty much it. That's what
Oh,
it does.
Else to expect?
It's not magical, so that'll help. But also hinder, because I can't do much against that. Alright, he flips the sign around. Wallace, you handle the shop while I'm gone. Hopefully we'll come out of this fine. I doubt it'll be a problem with this many people. Oh.
Henry kind of like looks for a piece of wood and just kind of like taps on it.
There isn't exactly any wood in the shop.
He walks over and grabs Solomon and taps on his head because
Oh,
he
why?
knows that's made of wood.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Just wanted to make sure.
Look at that chiseled
Push this
jawline.
Gay or
Yeah,
your
that
opinion?
is a very chiseled jawline.
He's got a very good jawline.
That jawline,
No,
though.
he leads you down this way. You see a little sign that says Wimbledon's Court, and it points down the alleyway.
Wimbledon's court.
Yep, it's my court. That's where the lobster's at. Anyway, here's the problem, Wimbledon says. And he
Why
points
is
down...
there
Hold on, don't go any further. You really don't want to go any further. And he points out across a green field in front of you.
It's a... Oh.
You can see multiple lined squares of green. You're not entirely sure. It seems to be, like... Oh, your best guess would be ritual magic or something.
Some-
This is what I...
Yeah. It's some weird wizard game or something.
Wimbledon points down at a metal abomination in the center that's just spewing yellow orbs all over the field. It's whirring around like mad. And it's got the word lobster engraved on its side.
I just want to ask a thing. Should Saldra make a save to see if she knows what this
she
is?
knows it like by Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, actually, you know this to be the game of tennis.
Oh, tennis. Papa told me about this.
Yeah, so you know it then.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Can
game
I
we
shoot it?
I'm no good at it, but I know of it.
It's
So
a
what do
game-
we do?
Well, smash it as you do. I don't know.
Oh,
Smash it.
Tanner holds up a hand. Can I shoot it?
Well, I was going to shatter it, but you have at it. Waste that thing.
Looks to the magister for like approval. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Shoot it with something. Nice. You meet the AC of the lobster. Roll damage. You bore a hole into the side of the lobster, dealing 4 damage.
What is it?
Well, you see, it's a machine that normally simulates tennis, but, well, now it's simulating shoot balls. Seriously, if you step near that thing, it is going to fuck you up. He pulls off his hat. I got a few welts from the thing last time I came back through here. Tenver, you notice that the thing starts to like little bursts of smoke come out of it, and like the pointy end kind of wheels around towards you, and the thing fucking charges downwards. And it looks like it's gonna try and impale you with the pointy end.
I look at him like, oh Jesus!
It completely misses. It just kind of stumbles into the side.
okay.
It's going to use its multi-attack. And it's going to start spraying tennis balls at everything in its range. You'll get pelted. You'll get pelted with tennis balls, dealing 3 damage each. As this thing whirs around, Wimbledon gets knocked back a little bit. I told you, it's a fucking nightmare!
This thing's possessed!
I know!
Alright, I send both of my puppets on it then.
You slam into it, you think you shatter one of the critical mechanisms to the machine as it starts spewing a little bit of oil out to the side.
Tenry's like, no one use fire.
Well, there goes my plans.
Just like, tries to hop back, she's like,
What is this?
fire bad.
The lobster turns and stares at you as you start to try and move away from it. It
The
raises
lobster
one
has
of its
its, like-
wheels at you, and the wheel dislodges and shoots at your head.
What the heck?
Okay. That it?
You take 3 damage as the wheel beans against your cranium.
I'm gonna try and make my puppets attack again, and while this is happening, I'm just shouting, Jesus Christ, what kind of game is tennis?
It's a very fun game, I swear.
Can everyone just stand back for a moment, please?
I already am, and look
Yeah,
what that
actively
happened.
trying.
I just gonna cast Shatter on it.
Okay. Saldra, you shatter the lobster. Fucking parts and pieces and bits fly everywhere. Tennis balls just scatter across the entire field.
Tenry grabs Sullivan, like, pushes him forward. Is there a soul?
Does it have a soul?
Yes. Solomon, you notice a little spectral blue wisp float out of it.
I'm like, I go forward and grab it.
Yeah, that's good. Alright. Well, actually, you cork the soul into a bottle real fast.
I look at it, I'm like, what is this strange contraption?
You don't even know.
I mean, I point at Saldra. I mean, Saldra has a soul. I guess this thing could.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you telling me that the tennis machine just had a soul? That ain't right. That ain't right. Well, thanks, folks. That's the kind of wizard explosions I was hoping for. Jeez.
Ow, my
Soul
head.
of a
Yeah, sorry about that. It won't do.
lobster. Soul of a lobster?
I feel like it hated me the most for some reason.
I feel like that
I
was
wonder
just
why.
you going out of its attack range and its attack of
Totally.
opportunity.
I don't know what you're talking about. What are these attack ranges you speak of?
Wimbledon's like, well, okay, now the court's clear. That's great. Great. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up some tennis balls, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can use this probably. I'm formulating my plans for my next puppet.
You can grab as many tennis balls as you see.
Yeah.
Except for like a few of them, as Tanner like picks up a few and just like kind of underhands
I'm just
in the
gonna-
air and slashes.
And then I'm also going to take a tennis racket.
I
I walk over to it and I'm like, is this some sort of weird wand?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, you could think of it like a wand. Have you ever played tennis before? Never once?
No.
I've played a little bit.
Well, the game I was wanting to play with you folks was tennis.
I gathered that much, yes.
He picks up a racket and is like, now, if you take one of these things in your hand...
Uh-huh.
Tanner picks one up and swings it like a sword.
Okay, no, alright.
I say, no, Tenry, I think it's like this, and then I start to, like, use it as a club, like, forward with both hands.
Wimbledon picks up a tennis ball and picks it up and, like, fucking overarms it over into the rest of the court. He's like, no, you're supposed to hit the balls.
Okay.
Oh! Tanner kind of like looks around, but we're the only two with balls.
Santa's
Oh,
gonna
geez,
pick
this is
up
gonna be hard.
the ball.
So what kind of point? So is it basically whoever gets hit the least wins, or?
No, nothing silly like that.
Tanner
You'll go.
picks up a second tennis racket. Can I use two of these?
God, you really are going to be hard. Okay, so watch. He steps over onto this court, snaps his fingers, and a little sparkle of magic happens, and a mirror image of himself appears on the other side of the court, holding a mirror image of the tennis racket. He's like, now, I'm going to demonstrate how you play. The purpose of tennis is to bamboozle your opponent. Your goal is to get the ball past them, essentially. You want it to land in the court and then keep going. He bats it over and bounces it back and forth between himself. Now, A good tennis match generally looks like this. And he keeps volleying it back and forth between himself. However, to score a point, he swings it over and intentionally misses. Basically, just get the ball past the other person. If you...
I don't see why I can't use 2.
Because there's rules. You can't use 2.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
So it's like chess, but nothing like chess.
It's like chess, but with your body, he says. Now, another
Okay.
few things you should know. He knocks the ball over here. If you knock it outside of the court, you lose the points instead of your opponent. And also, if it bounces more than once in your court, you also lose.
Does it have to bounce in your court?
Well, okay, sorry. I guess I should clarify. If you knock it into your opponent's court, you're allowed to hit it. But the point is, if you don't hit it, it must bounce in the court, otherwise you lose points. It's really simple, he says, and he continues to play the game against himself.
The way I've seen it played is you gain points. First to, I think 40 it was?
45.
40? 45? Jeez, how long do these games go on?
Not as long as you think. Points are 15, 30, 45, and win.
Oh. Okay, so why not just say first to 3 and use 1, 2, 3?
Look, I didn't create the game. I think that's fun too, if I'm gonna be frank, but...
But Frank's not here. How are you going to be Frank? I guess you could use your illusion magic.
Anyway, I want to challenge one of you. Who do you think's best?
I have the most knowledge when it comes to this, so I guess I will attempt.
He waves the racket at you. Alrighty.
If Saldra fails, can one of us try too?
Well, but of course it would only be fair.
Alright, cool. I hand the racket to familiar Joel.
He poofs out the other Wimbledon and walks over this way. Now, we're just going to play a single round. If you want a warm-up, we can do a warm-up volley.
Just need a moment to stretch. Wimbledon, would you like to serve or should I?
Says, well, if you want, go ahead. And he tosses his ball to the side. I'm ready.
I'm studying.
She throws the ball up in the air and attempts to hit it with forehand.
Nice! Holy fuck!
Serve!
Oh my god. Wimbledon just, like, blinks as the ball whips past him, bounces perfectly in the corner, and launches out of the court. He takes, like, a step back and is like, oh, you actually know what you're doing, don't you?
A bit. I'm not that good.
Alright then. And he mage hands a ball back over to you. Let the games begin.
Indeed. Again, right? Oh.
Alright.
No, not so good.
Well, Wimbledon's able to catch your ball mid-air and launches it back at you.
Roll it again, I assume?
Yeah, just keep rolling. We're basically gonna do this. Okay, you're barely able to catch the ball as he launches it over into the corner of the court.
Alright. Launching it back.
I almost rolled a d20 plus 56. That would have been awkward. Wimbledon steps forward and is going to attempt to spike the ball back at you.
I am going to rush forward and attempt to volley it right back into his face. Nope.
Saldra misses as the ball goes spiraling outwards and bounces into the field. Wimbledon smiles. That would be 15 to me.
I have my falcon bring the ball back to Wimbledon. I am helping.
And he takes the ball. Now we'll trade off on successful volleys. And he is going to launch the ball over at you. Nice serve. I nearly made the racket go over. Seldra's able to barely catch it.
And launching it back. Oh,
Ooh.
come on!
Wimbledon's like, oh, now you're coming. You're becoming predictable. He just holds the racket out and it plops off of the side in a flurry of sparkles. And then the ball just bounces twice. Give me a dexterity save to go save it. Yeah, no, you're able to hit it. Just barely.
I pop it back over the net.
Wimbledon...
With a bit of ease.
Wimbledon getting a little overconfident, has to backpedal. and actually does not hit the ball on the way back as it bounces behind him. He steps backward. 30-15, alright. And he tosses the ball over to you with Mage Hand.
I catch it with Mage Hand.
One of
Alright,
the two.
serving up. That's good.
Yeah, you lob it over decently. Wimbledon has a hard time hitting it, but he manages to return the serve with a powerful slam in your direction. He gets it over the net. Soldier, however, is ready for the ball and sends it right on back. Wimbledon dives once more, kind of tosses the racket out. Mage hands it back to himself, winks, and launches the ball over to the other side.
I'm just sitting here watching, and I'm like, tennis is an interesting concept.
Okay, Seldra, you launch the ball and it just barely dips over the side of the net.
It's close.
Wimbledon dives for it, catches it, and backhands it in this direction.
No.
And it bounces right out of the reach of Seldra. 30-30.
It's a close game.
Aye, you're not so bad.
You're pretty good yourself.
Mage hands it back to himself, bounces it once, throws it up in the air, but instead of the ball, he tosses his racket.
What?
He then throws the ball up towards the racket, grabs both of them with Mage hands, and is going to slam it down on Seldra.
I mage my hand my racket up as well. Ready to return fire.
Say, Wimbledon is rather impressive because he was able to do 2 mage hands.
Yeah, both of his hands. The ball flies over towards Seldra. She manages to knock it back down towards Wimbledon, but just barely. It flies back down and he was not prepared for you to hit that back. However, he manages to get the side of it, but he's staggered. And he tosses it back over to you. Seldra's not able to hit the ball, though! As it bounces on past. Wimbledon wipes the sweat off his brow. Whew. Alright, one more and it's my game.
It seems so. Soldra mage hands the ball back to him.
He takes the ball and bounces it up and down on his racket and sends just a normal serve your way. You're able to hit it back. This time, though, Wimbledon's racket glows with a... what? I'm gonna ignore that. It glows with a blue power, and he spins around 3 or 4 times, sparkles flying behind him. Special return. And he did okay.
Hold on a second. What do I got for this?
Send it back over towards Wimbledon. Wimbledon grins and flips the tennis racket upside down and is gonna try and hit it with the butt end of the racket.
He's not gonna get much bounce on that.
Doesn't matter, he sends it straight directly back at you. Make a reflex save to dodge out of the way. Seldra gets hit in the face with the ball. And it just bounces off to the side and lands on the ground. Ooh, you should have moved.
Is that a foul or
Point for me. Unfortunate.
Eh,
Well.
it's my own fault.
He steps forward
Well played.
and he bows to you, and he kind of like reaches a hand over and like shake it as he dematerializes the net.
Soldier curtsies and takes his hand.
It was a pleasure.
It definitely was.
Thanks for playing a game with me. I haven't done that in far too long.
I'll have to come visit sometime.
Yes, you
Be nice to
should.
play with you again. Tenrare,
Hmm.
why don't you take a crack at this?
I'm not that good at the athletic stuff.
He says, if you don't want to, that's fine.
I'll play.
Ah, yes. Step on up.
Kiana has this smirk on her face.
Oh no.
I make my bird fly over. I'm like, something tells me that she has something up her sleeve.
Pretty sure she does.
Ah, he's good. Very good.
He rematerializes the net in front of him. So we have another game. And he mage hand tosses the ball towards you. You may start.
Okay, I'll start, please. Oh, please. Please,
You
that's
try and
horrible.
serve and you miss the ball.
I'm going to prepare in case I need to. I'm gonna have my Joel familiar over here and practicing. Kind of like while I'm looking at Wimbledon,
wait.
I'm trying to imitate it with my
I
familiar.
don't know if I should do this.
Well, he was using magic, so I assume do whatever you want.
I'm gonna cast blindness.
Oh god.
It's just verbal. It's a con save.
Wimbledon kind of gives you a sideways glance. I see you're playing dirty. I wouldn't expect anything else. Now I can go all out.
Oh,
I don't
Jesus.
like that. I give up. I'm done.
You try and serve again, the ball just flops to the ground. Wimbledon puts his hand on his chin, he's like, well, maybe I don't. You need help there, lass?
No, just fucking leave.
Oh, come on. Alright.
That is.
Wimbledon looks honestly very disappointed that he wasn't going to get to play that game.
Henry kind of just sighs and
I
shakes his head. You sure I can't use 2 rackets? You were using Mage Hand and Magic.
I mean, that's just to show off. I guess if you really want to, he says, it wouldn't hurt.
say, okay, I think I got it. All right, I'll just watch this next one. I'm going to study Wimbledon's form and see if I can imitate it on the Joel familiar.
Oh, I was gonna say, he never said it was 1-on-1.
That's true.
That is definitely a true statement. Am I to understand that you want to fight me in an imbalanced game of tennis?
It might be the only way we can win.
Well, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
Ooh,
He points at the bird familiar.
the bird. You want the bird to play?
I mean,
How many of you would I be playing against, then?
Can the bird hold a tennis racket?
I mean, yes.
Their talents.
It would be really stupid.
I mean, Tenry's thought process is the bird can hit it before it hits the ground.
Wimbledon's like, alright, how many am I going to be playing against, then?
1.5.
1.5.
Or do you count that as a quarter? Solomon, do you count that as a quarter?
I count it as a me.
So, 2 technically then?
Alright, he says. Well, it's only fair that I slightly even the playing field, I'm sure you understand.
Are you gonna
Yeah.
summon your own bird?
No, of course not. I don't have a bird. And he sends a little course of magic running through the tennis racket. And you see it start to glow a bright blue color.
Oh boy.
And another tennis racket appears in his other hand.
Dual
And he
wielding.
splits out. And he goes to side. Now we have a doubles match, it seems. Both of them say at once.
Oh god, did I choose poorly?